All right, we're live. Big week, Vikings, Lions. This is brought to you by Top the Freaking Tater, best dip in the United States. Dare I say the world?
I think that's 100% fair. This is a dip people come home for. This is a dip you can't get enough of. This is a dip you have to ship out to your relatives across the world because it's that damn good. Chips, carrots, celery, your finger,
Grass.
it doesn't matter. Makes everything taste so much better. Thank you, Top Tater, for sponsoring Horned Up again.
Yes, at all of your local stores. Get it now. Let's go. Just like the Vikings are to get it this Sunday. All right,
Vikings are back. Vikings are back. A very good Lions team coming to town. Vikings did not beat the Lion in 3 tries. That streak needs to come to an end this Sunday. How was your sip? It looks really good.
Best sip I've ever had. I'm glad you guys were here to share it. We got Knack in the house. We got Ashley. We got Bob. We got Vossman, Viking Funeral, Abraham Barbley, which I will say once again, great freaking name.
I think
Boswell
he was the president
in the house.
Pretty sure he was president.
Let everybody trickle in here, but plenty to talk about. We got Micro Mike joining us as well in about 20, 30 minutes. Micro Mike, fan favorite. Yeah. We love him. He might have been one of our first guests ever.
He was definitely that in the original Sculling lineup, that's for sure.
I want to say when he came on our show for the first time, we had 400 subscribers, and he said, "I don't care. I'm coming on anyways."
I think he had 12,000. He was a pretty big deal. So yeah, we love Micro Mike here, even though his taste in NFL teams is horrible, absolutely horrible. Oh, look at Dusty Ray. He wants a Riker jersey. He also wants to be on the wheel when we test one bar's knowledge in Vikings Lions trivia.
Yeah, I got to be honest. When it comes to Vikings Lions, Amir Abdullah. I mean, I guess I haven't really put much thought into it.
And I think you're what? Really? I mean, record wise, I believe you're 4-2 because we didn't do it week 1. I think you're 4.
Really? I thought it was over. Funeral. I guess we don't see when the ads come on. I'm very curious. How big are they? Just back to back or what?
So they could kick you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had. This is for Roundtable, but we had over 500 people watching on the Roundtable. It was a good show tonight. A lot of Vikings fans. Good to see you.
Were you intimidated?
By what? No.
All the viewers?
Nope.
Hell yeah. Ashley, great reminder. Don't forget to hit the like button. We love hitting that thing. We're at 11 right now. Let's get up to at least 69 tonight.
Going down like that Miller Lite. Hell yes. Big week. And not only that, but the Packers Texans big game as well. I wish that one was at 3.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one to watch. Yeah, some really good games this weekend. We talk about this being an NFC North game that's huge, but it's also just a huge game in the NFC period. The winner of this game, I really think, is going to assert dominance in the NFC.
I'm not going that far. We'll talk about that. I mean, I think if the Vikings and Lions played 10 times, I think each one wins pretty much 5. It's just who's going to be on their game. Who's going to be on their game today? And we're going to talk about injuries, but hot damn, the Vikings are hurting for a squirting.
Hot damn, you're right. That is,
hot damn, we're hurting for a squirting.
You just say it when I slap my right butt cheek. Hot damn.
Squirt.
Are you squirting? I don't know what's going on. Again, if you want to get on the wheel for the Little Riker jersey and also on the wheel for the trivia later, super chat will do it.
Yeah.
Or membership.
We will freaking Reichard all month. Any super chats are in the mix to get a Will Reichard jersey. And then like Galapagos said, all super chats get in the chance to win something on the trivia. Spoiler alert, even if I get them wrong, we're still going to let you win something.
The wheel's always going to be spun. We got to
ruined it last year.
Win. Maybe we got to do something special. I don't know.
Figure out. It can be Matty Man in the house.
Again, that can be one bar and Galapagos swag. It can be something from one of our sponsors, whatever you guys prefer, but definitely get an email us if you want it.
Luminous Grin had my back. I wasn't paying much attention to the chat after the show. The roundtable, some of those they were mentioning. People were getting a little spicy in the chat. I'll have to go back and watch it. Probably weren't being very nice about my ginger looks.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine.
Adam walked into a couple of butt cheeks, I guess.
Had nothing to do with this show right now. He just walked in some butt cheeks.
Yeah, hit that like button. Let's get over 25 likes right out of the gates, and we'll get greedy and go for 50. And then, well, you know what? We'll end up with 100. But we got plenty to talk about. Injuries, Lions, Vikings news. Micro Mike is coming on to talk Lions, Vikings. Can't wait to hear his thoughts. It's been a while since Micro Mike's been on.
Yeah, it's been too long. It's been too long since we've seen Micro Mike. Should we hop in the news right now? I think it's what time, don't you?
Absolutely. Let's
start. Let's start with the big news. The Vikings trading for the second time in a year. Cam Akers is back home where he belongs. Vikings swinging a deal to bolster their depth at running back.
Cam Akers is back, baby. I mean, everyone's saying like, this has nothing to do with Aaron Jones. I call BS on that one. I mean, I think even Kevin O'Connell said like this has really nothing to do on that. BS. Like, you're not just going trading for Cam Akers for the hell of it. You could have had Cam Akers this year. Like, this could have been easier.
We don't know what happened there, though. Like, I mean, there was kind of rumors that maybe he didn't pass the physical, and then he had
that was the issue. He didn't pass his physical.
Was that actually official?
Yes.
Because then he said something about they were asked him like, why did you pick the Texans over the Vikings? And he just said something like a lot of reasons, and he didn't seem very happy. So I love it though. I love bringing back Cam Akers. He was our best running back last year prior to getting hurt. He can pass protect. He can catch the football. He runs with power. This was a great depth piece for the Minnesota Vikings. It cost him nothing.
Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of Ty Chandler fans out here, but if Aaron Jones is out for a while, like Cam Akers is running back 1. He's not running back 2. That's stupid.
We'll see what KLC does. KLC is also one of those guys who loves Ty Chandler.
He also loves to win.
Well, he does. And we'll see. I mean, Ty Chandler's not getting many chances if he keeps, not being able to catch pitches that go right off his hands. That's definitely something that's not going to help him. But yeah, I can see this. I can see it. No, I'm not going to deny it. I'm just saying KOC is a huge Ty Chandler guy, so it's not going to happen quickly.
I'm not going to pile on that. Everybody knows that I'm not the biggest Ty Chandler fan. You don't make this move if Ty Chandler is clear cut your RB1 while Jones is out. Like, you don't make that move.
Well, you also got to look at the depth chart. Like,
I know, but you could go pick somebody off a practice squad. You could like if Ty Chandler's your number 1, Myles Gaskin could be a fine number 2 while you get by. Like, you don't trade draft capital, even though it's basically swapping picks for somebody if Ty Chandler is your easy number 1.
I feel that. I guess I feel the way you feel about Ty Chandler about Myles Gaskin as a running back 2. I don't like it.
So I think you upgrade that running position. Back 5.
So yeah, I don't know. I do agree though. Like, I think Cam Akers would eventually get that starting spot if Aaron Jones is out, like 4 or 5 weeks or something like that. So,
Jesus, 4 or 5. If he's out for 4 or 5 weeks, we got bigger problems than Myles Gaskin being possibly running back 2.
I mean, because Cam Akers is more complete. He's more complete back. He can pass block. I mean, Ty Chandler is pass blocking,
RB1,
hit or miss. So. Definitely. And it sounds like he could get some work this Sunday even from what KOC was saying.
Oh, I fully expect it. I fully expect him to get work. I want him to get work. I want him catching balls out of the backfield. I want him blocking. He's a fantastic running or blocker. So Viking Funo says we need a new member. Rex Kettle says Ty Chandler blows.
We had a second follow-up on this one, but we're going to wait for mailbag because we had a lot of questions regarding that.
I hope you got the mailbag up because I do not.
I got it. So other news, Dalton Reisner was interviewed after practice. I believe it was Monday, saying, I'm 100%. The back is a full go. I can play on the left side. I can play on the right side. Dalton Reisner, ready, eager to get on the field and confirming his health.
Yeah, and he's listed as the right guard. Like, that's where he's at right now. Backup right guard. Well, right guard. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Like, I think we all agree that we're expecting just status quo for now. Yep. We would all be surprised if all of a sudden like, all right, Dalton Reisner, you're in.
Yeah, and why would they call him urine? I don't know, but yeah, I would be shocked. Look at last year; it took forever for him to see the starting lineup. Same with Cam Akers, like took forever. KLC is not one to make a quick change unless something really bad happens. Which with Ed Ingram, it seems to happen every week, but that catastrophic play hasn't happened yet from Ed Ingram. When he's stepping on the quarterback's foot, or he's kicking the ball when it's shotgun. Like, I feel like that hasn't happened yet. So maybe when that does, they'll make the switch. But I don't know if you have anything to lose by doing it earlier. It's the
only thing
cohesion. The cohesion.
yeah, the whatever the word is, camaraderie, not camaraderie. What's the
Yeah, I
flow?
mean,
What's
cohesion, the
word I'm
vibe,
thinking of?
there's no gel. I mean,
Yeah, you're messing with the mojo basically
Yeah.
if you do that. Whatever. Right there. Let's get a couple new members tonight. We get through new members, we'll spin the wheel as well. So hit that link.
Gary just hopped off his cousin long enough to join us here in the chat.
Oh, Gare Bear. I hope she was awake. Let's
Oh my god.
I mean, so yeah, Dalton Reisner or Ingram, real quick in the comments.
Yeah, who do you guys prefer? Who do you want out there? Davey says Ingram is the weak link on the IOL.
Tim Boss.
Tim Boss was the second cousin.
He's giving Gare Bear a little bit of credit here. Reisner. Boswell wants Reisner. Gary Bolster wants Funeral to play right guard. But anyways, everybody's just giving each other love. They don't got.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute. They're just basically having a little purple orgy.
Stick with Ed. Josh says stick with Ed. I believe Josh, and I think that's what they will do.
Yeah. I think Reisner eventually will start some games. I don't think it's anytime soon.
I'm a riser. Dirk Bentley, good tune.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check that one out.
Ain't bad.
Mr. Mojo Reisner. And then we also have Jalen Redmond, as we all kind of figured, is back on the Vikings. He is a member of your practice squad. So a great story. Gets another chapter. Jalen Redmond's back on the practice squad.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a great story yet. I mean, it's always fun to see these guys. What was the XFL? Wherever UFL, he was, UFL. We've had a lot of those guys on our team. It'll be a great story when he's starting consistently. For now, it's just a story.
Yeah, but you can make it. I mean, he defied the odds to make the 53. He even got a sack. You could finish the movie with him getting a sack. Everybody would stand up cheering in the theaters. Tears would be everywhere.
That's that's an after school special. That's not like a really good movie in the theaters. Like one sack in the NFL. I don't know. I need more for a great story. I want more from him. Hey, FT Matty Man.
I could have swore he was a member, but welcome.
He might have canceled and rejoined, but I don't care. I like your style. Welcome, sir.
Anyway,
let's get a couple more new members. We'll do a giveaway. Let's go.
Yeah, we got 2 on the wheel so far. FT Matty Man and Dusty Ray. Hell yeah.
Ray.
Dusty freaking Ray. I know he enjoyed the Aurora Borealis recently.
What's Borealis?
The Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights.
Why don't you say Northern Lights?
Because I want to say Aurora Borealis.
Trying to sound smart in front of our viewers?
No. Sometimes they have to say Get You Gumi. Sometimes they say Lake Superior. You got to mix it up.
Yeah, Borealis. I've never heard that. I've never heard that term in my life.
Well, have you heard this? Rex One Kettles wants to fart, but he can't.
I've been there. Be careful, man. If you start getting too close, beware. We don't want any accidents.
No fecal disasters during Horned Up. Dusty Ray confirms the Aurora Borealis was a beaut last week. Didn't have much where I'm at.
It was a
beaut. Of course, Boss Man knows. He's a man who's farted a few times in his life.
I'd been sleeping for hours. One man that never sleeps, ever, dialed in. Look at this handsome son. Mike, let's go.
Hey, what's up,
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. How you guys doing? What an NFL season, huh, boys?
Yeah,
what do we got here, man? It's fed. We were just saying when we started this, we were talking about you coming on. Like, you might have been one of our first guests. Like, I think we had 400 subscribers. Yeah. At that point, you were at 7,000-8,000. And we just reach out to you and instantly yeah, I'm in. We're like, holy crap, we got this big lines to come on our show. We love you, man. We appreciate you.
You were so shy when you first came out.
When I first came out, I was shy.
We were shy. We were scared.
Oh, my girlfriend, man, she'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
It's been a while. We love you're one of our favorites, no doubt.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you taking the time.
Hey, appreciate it, man. You know I do it anytime, man. We've been doing this for years now, so
we have been. And we got a new member, Timothy Meyer. Hell yeah,
Timothy Meyer.
Hell yeah.
We owe that to Micro Mike right there. And you're up. I mean, we'll put the links on the script. I mean, 72,000. I mean,
72,000, man. I want to get to 100,000 so bad.
You're gonna get that platinum award pretty soon.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. You're killing it. You're killing it,
man. Look, if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, I think I can get to 100K. That's what I want so effing bad, man. Like, I really want it. Like, I never thought in a million years it'd actually occur, but it's like, holy shit, it actually can.
Yeah, no, you'll get it. You just have to wait longer because the Vikings are gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You definitely guys will be watching on the sideline, on the couch, but
okay, all right.
Well, big game on Sunday. First off, I mean,
huge game.
Mr. Hutchinson, like everybody loves that dude. We got to give the Lions some love on this one. Like, nobody wants to see that shit. It was brutal, but everything that, like, the doctors coming out saying, like as brutal as that was, like, it sounds like when he comes back, it's not like there's going to be any lingering effects. Like, this is the type of injury that puts him out for the year, but it's not like a long-term thing. Like, he'll be back better than ever.
Oh, man, it was brutal to see. If you've seen it, you've seen legs going sideways. It reminds me of a situation that occurred actually in wrestling. Sid Vicious broke his leg and it went sideways, and it reminded me just of that. But it was a clean break. So it was a clean break. It wasn't a compound fracture where it's coming out of the skin, so you don't got to worry about getting an infection like Alex Smith was. And he's already back in Michigan, and they say the recovery is about 4 months. And our head coach says, you want to count him out. Basically, if the Lions were in the Super Bowl, you want to count him out to be there. So he got lucky, clean break. It sucks. Injury sucks, but for a career-wise, he got really lucky, and so that's awesome.
Nice. That's good to hear. I mean, we even hate seeing that as Vikings fans. No one wants to see someone break their leg.
See that? Yeah, I don't want to see any of your guys like McCarthy. JJ went down. Ain't no one want to see that stuff.
100%. So let me ask you this: How do the Lions replace that pressure? How do they replace them this week against the Vikings? And also, how are they going to replace them long term? Are they looking at a trade? Is it going to happen?
Yeah, I 100% believe there's going to be a trade. I don't know who it's going to be. It's gonna happen. I don't know who it's going to be. But the Lions, we just signed Lee McNeil to an extension that was last night, and to me, it was to get that contract done and also probably prepare for a deal for another player. We heard reports today the Lions already contacted for Hassan Reddick. So that could be an option for them. Trayvon Walker from the Jacksonville Jaguars could be an option.
Really?
Right. Josh Allen, too. You guys got to look at the bad teams. Trey Hendrickson over there from the Bengals could be. That's a legit option because we got DJ Reader, who's a Bengal. We just signed a Bengal yesterday as well. So that could be a legit option, too. But it's hard for me to think they'll get like a Max Crosby type of player or a Myles Garrett. But the second tier, I'd say that's probably where they're going to be at.
So you don't think they give up first-round pick to get somebody?
It just doesn't seem like a Brad Holmes type of deal. I personally would be all for it. Like, I'm all in for Max Crosby. Go jump and get Mad Max. Because imagine, not just this year, but you have him next year with Aiden Hutchinson. My God, that would be ridiculous. I don't think they go that route. I think Hassan Reddick seems to be like that type of level of player they'll go for.
Nice.
So, like, how big of a shot is, like, defensively wise, like as far as what you're going to be doing moving forward, how devastating is this to this defense?
A lot of people, a lot of fans outside of Detroit thinking like the Lions defense, it's over. They don't have Super Bowl aspirations. But our defensive line in the interior is exceptional right now. Lee McNeil, this guy's a sack machine. DJ Reader is really good, as well as Levi Nwuzurike and Joshua Pascal. So you're going to see there's a lot of players, and the depth is really good. We lost Aiden Hutchinson, the sack master. It's going to hurt. But we were sitting at 9th best defense in the NFL, coming in here with the best scoring offense. So even right now, as you sit, if you look at the Lions defense now in contrast and compared to what was last year, it's night and day better because we got Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, their interception machines. Carlton Davis is playing really good. Terrion Arnold is the only thing issue with him is pass interference and holding, but he is very sticky. The Lions got a darn good defense, and they're getting pressure different ways. So, yeah, it does affect the Lions, no doubt about it, but I don't think it's the world ending for the Lions at all. I don't think that's the case.
Let me ask you this real quick. So I was just on a show with Dosa Dion, who I definitely who you know. He's very confident that Carlton Davis is going to shut down Justin Jefferson. Very confident to the point where it got awkward. He was like, he's going to shut him down. He's going to like Justin Jefferson has owned the Lions over the years. Owned him.
God,
give me what's a win for this Lions defense for a Jefferson stat line?
Less than 100. I think that's what we're going for here. Look, make no mistake about it. Our secondary is night and day above what it was last year. You guys are going to see that. With that said, Justin Jefferson's a great player. A great player is going to get yards. And that's just the bottom line. Honestly, it's not really the passing game, what they're going to do there. But shutting down Justin Jefferson, I don't see that. Look, we didn't shut down DK Metcalf. We didn't shut down any receiver, but we've kept them good between 80 to 90 yards receiving. So the Lions secondary is much better, but shut down, no, that's not going to happen.
I'm gonna clip that. And send it to him. You just lost your.
You should. Hell yeah.
You lost all bodily.
It's like saying someone's going to shut down Penei Sewell or someone's going to shut down Frank Ragnow. There's just players out there that are so great that it is what it is. Like, he's going to get his, and that's what great players do. If we can hold Jefferson down for under 100, I think that the Lions would win the game at that point, right? So that's what we're looking for here. But shutting him down completely. And we do a lot of man, so that's not going to happen.
Let's stay on receivers. I want to ask you about Jameson Williams. How is he looked at in Detroit? Do you guys consider him a bust? And he's had 2 good weeks down the row. If he is being looked at that way, do you see the path redemption happening now?
Opposite of bust. Jameson Williams is on fire. He is one of the most, if not the most, dynamic players on the Lions offense right now. His route running is completely crisp. He's only dropped 1 pass. He's going intermediate routes, long routes, short routes. He's taking hits. He blocks like a machine. He's not a bust at all. He could be up there as an all-pro, or not all-pro, but Pro Bowl wide receiver this year. There's no doubt about it. He is the biggest player on this team that I think has really exploded in a positive manner.
What do you think his ceiling is? Like a top number 2? Could he be a 1 somewhere else?
Tyreek Hill is the ceiling. This guy is this guy right now. He's over. If you look at what he's doing on offense right now, he's definitely acting like a number 1. There's no doubt about it. No question. His ceiling is a Tyreek Hill, and he looks bigger, stronger, and faster, and he is. I don't know what happened this offseason, but he is back to Alabama tenfold. That's why this offense has exploded. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is why we had a good offense last year, a top 3 offense, but we didn't have the guys that breaks the back end. He is doing that now, and so you can't guard everybody. So now you got, okay, we're going to go put extra on Jameson Williams, but then you got a run game that's absolutely dominant. You got St. Brown, who will be in the slot. Tim Patrick exploded too. It's just so difficult. It really is. It's not drinking. I see that in the comment section. I'm not a homer. You'll see it. You'll see it on Sunday. What I'm talking about.
Yeah. Micro Mike is not a homer. In fact, when the Vikings don't play, especially if we're not playing at the same time, go watch his lives. I am a casual viewer of Micro Mike's lives, and they're fantastic. The dude does not sugarcoat anything. And his emotions are worth it. It's fantastic. So check him out for sure. But with the Williams thing, like as a Vikings fan, an outsider, like you look at the production over, is he 3 years in? And I know injuries have a lot to do with that.
Yeah. This is year 3 for him.
You look at the numbers and you see like 40 receptions, but you don't we're not watching the Lions game week in and week out. So like he's having a good year. I'm not overly excited to be playing him this Sunday. So yeah, I mean, Williams is definitely gonna be a wild card for me on Sunday, but I got to ask you about, you guys just whooped the shit out of the Cowboys. It wasn't even fun to watch. It was painful. I'm not even a Cowboys. I don't like the Cowboys, but I actually started to feel bad for them. What was your thoughts on that? On you guys running the Dan Skippers and the Penei Sewells? Like, were you all for that? Like,
oh hell yeah,
the knife.
Yeah, no, it was not for that. People think we're twisting a knife in this game. It was from the 2-point conversion last year.
Oh yeah, no,
all
I
those
know.
plays where it was a big FU
Yes.
to the referees, and that's what it was. Trust me, I don't think it really. Yeah, they wanted to smoke Dallas Cowboys, but they wanted to show what happened last year was some BS. They don't do that to any other teams. If we were to be rolling on another team, I see the Lions, run type of thing. But they wanted to beat and eviscerate the crap out of that team. And just like Dan Campbell said, controlled rage. That was the word he used after that game last year. And he talked about it before the game. And I was telling all my guys, I'm like, Dallas they're going to get beat up pretty hard. The Lions, the players were mad. The coaches were mad, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that was painful.
Yeah, that was.
God, you guys kicked the shit out of them.
Oh, it was great until obviously the injury, but
yes.
It was like, they talk and talk, and it was beautiful to see him get busted in the face.
All right, American Mike, let me ask you this: is the winner of this game not only going to be the NFC North champion, but also the NFC champion?
Dude, I can't necessarily say that. This is still early in the season, so even if you won or we won, I wouldn't say this means they're going to get that position. Do I think it's a huge advantage? Yeah, I mean you would be 5-1 at that point. It would be the best record in the NFC for sure. But we got to face each other at the end of the year, and that's probably going to come down to the number 1 seed in the NFC NFC North championship game. Could you effing believe that? That could be
beautiful. It's nuts.
Wait. The game is to decide who's the number 1 seed in the NFC North champion. And if there's one team that occurs to, I would love it to be the Vikings. I have no hatred for your fan base. You guys are much better than the Bears and the Packers. Y'all know. I've always you guys are always. I think you guys been humbled like we have. So when you get humbled enough, you're not cocky as much, and it makes the game fun because we take shots as sportsmanship, but it's not legit shots.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me ask you a couple quick hitters. Ben Johnson, is he gone after this year?
I hope not. Look, teams are going to do everything they can to get him, but I think before he leaves Detroit, he really wants to win a Super Bowl. I think that's the situation here. He loves it here in Detroit, but I think he wants to win a Super Bowl. If they win a Super Bowl, I can see him. He's gone, right? I can 100% see it. Same with Aaron Glenn, by the way, who's our defensive coordinator, has done great work. But I hope not, but you would say every year, team's got to be going for a Ben Johnson, right? So I hope not.
When it comes to the Bears and the Packers, what team scares you the most?
It's weird because I look at the Packers and they're Jekyll and Hyde. One day they're good, one day they're bad. Yay, they got a winning record, but they've shown inconsistencies. Obviously, the Bears, they've won some big games recently against the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are dumpster fires. So it's hard for me to be scared by them, in all honesty. I'll go with Packers by default, but you guys are definitely the biggest competition. It's not even close.
How's Goff going to deal with Flores just absolutely bringing the house? Like, I think Flores is going to say screw it and just go all in this weekend. And whether he gets burned if Goff gets it off to a Williams or whatever, but he's going to bring the house and just try to put Goff on his ass. How's Goff going to handle that?
Probably run a lot of We'll run a lot of the football. In all honesty, we run a S-ton, and we will run right at it. We will run on 3rd down and 12, and they get first downs. This is the type of stuff that we do. We don't do a lot of screens. Maybe we'll do a tight end screen, but you're not going to see a lot of screen passes in there. But we definitely will run the football down. We'll maybe do an end around or something like that. But that's how they'll try probably to slow the blitz down. But hey, you're right. And look, if you can get pressure on Jared Goff, he's going to make a mistake. And I think that's the way you have to go because the Lions' offensive line is really good. I think you guys do got to blitz a lot. Why sit there? Because if you just allow Jared Goff just to sit there, someone's getting open. So you might as well just be Brian Flores and blitz the hell out of us.
Yeah. At his press conference, he said he's going to fight fire with fire. So he kind of licked his lips. So yeah, I think he's going to be coming after Goff a lot in this one. Mike, we probably asked you this before in the past, but I want to ask you again. Dan Campbell's, style of play, being overly aggressive. Are you always a fan of that, or sometimes do you get upset seeing that? What's your thoughts on his style of coaching?
It just really depends on the situation. If we're at the opponent's 35 and it's 4th and 2, and all game we're running 4 yards a carry, I'm all for it. But say, we're playing you guys and we're averaging 2 yards a carry, or we just can't run it. It's 4th and 2. Then I'm going to be upset, right? I think it's all situational. Last week's versus the Cowboys, it didn't matter what down it was. We were getting the first down. Like, they were a terrible football team. It's a little bit different when you're going against a different team like you guys or in a close game. So situational, it all depends. But I'm more aggressive, and I like the aggressive style sometimes. And so I'm a little bit more aggressive. But, a 4th and 5 or a 4th and 6, that stuff, it does give me a little bit worried. I pucker up a little bit, and I'm like, please, God, convert this, or I'm going to be pissed.
Do you find it easier, like, knowing that that's his style, and you can come, okay, that's what he does. It's going to happen regardless. I mean, does that make it easier to swallow when it doesn't work?
No.
Okay. All right.
Lubbogus, you gotta tune into his lives, man. You'll see that.
I want to know in his heart, though. Like, something, I don't know. I mean,
God dang it, just get the first down. Say if it's 4th and 1 and they decide to pass it and it's incomplete, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, you could just run the son of a bitch. But I tell you what, if it's 4th and 1, they don't get that first down running, why don't you just kick it?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I take no joy in Micro Mike's misery, but when he takes those headsets off, puts it down, and walks away, and all you see is his chair, shit's getting real. Shit is getting real. I'd love to see what's going on off camera. Like, I don't know if you have a punching bag there or just a bunch of holes and some sheetrock, but
pictures of us.
It's fantastic.
Dude, I get so pissed watching this sometimes, especially these referees. And it's been difficult. It feels like this year there's been a lot of penalties in the NFL, and you're trying to watch this game and enjoy it. Flag. Yeah. And I'm about to rip my hair out that I don't have.
That's why I wear a hat.
Give it. We'll get you on your way. We appreciate you saddling up. 72, almost 7. Are you at 73,000?
72,000. So hopefully, maybe this Sunday will be at. Yeah, I'm at what?
No, I was just
okay. I was hopefully 73 this Sunday. Right, just continue to go up. And that will be great. So you guys are doing great too. Just one day at a time, man.
Hell yeah.
Now it's we appreciate the hell out of you. It's gonna be a fantastic game, but we don't need a score prediction. But going into this game, confidence. How you feeling?
Oof. This I feel like the Lions are gonna win this game, but it's gonna be close. It's never fun if you're a person that likes to pucker. This is a game for you because it's going to probably be the last drive again. It's always like that with you guys every single time. So I'm going to go. I'll go with the 32-28.
32-28. That's too close. I'd rather lose by much more. It can't be close. Mike, we love the hell out of you, man. I got to leave you with this. Boswell has some breaking news. I don't like the Lions, so we're going to leave.
God, you're in the right place.
It's tough being a Lions fan before this regime. So I feel you.
Hey, take care, buddy. We'll see you again this season. We appreciate you taking the time. We know you're busier than shit, man.
All right, take it easy, fellas.
Yeah, appreciate it.
See you, buddy. The man,
Micro Mike, Anthony McDaniel. Yeah, Harmsy. Thank you.
Kirby Joseph. Yeah, hell yeah, Harmsy.
Damn good seeing Micro Mike again.
He's awesome. He's fantastic. His lives are so hilarious. The dude just gets into it, man.
He does not hold back at all.
He does not hold back. And you know what? That's why he's huge. And he is huge. You look like you're leaving.
I'll be right back.
Let's go. So that was beautiful. And Dosa Dion, we're going to be doing Schooling with the Enemy with him tomorrow. So we wanted to bring Mike or Mike on for the live. So he's got the Vikings losing 32-28. Fair. I'm not going to argue his score prediction. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a one-score game, and we'll see what happens.
It's going to be definitely a very tight one. on Sunday. Let's hop back into the news. We have a couple more items to talk about. Hawkinson, I think was it Doogie was saying he looks good. He looks ready to go 100%. Just, he doesn't know if the KOC is going to actually let him play this week or not.
Well, did you hear what KOC? I don't think he's playing. KOC basically said the opposite of that. FW Ender, let's go, baby. I'll have that Millard pin on Sunday. We know it's worked out well.
Yeah.
Dewey can say whatever he wants. It's all about KOC said, and it sounds like I don't even know if he's going to play against the Rams. It's basically it's a long season. There's no reason to rush him. Why would you say that right before a game?
Well, that's coach speak, and I think he was being a little cryptic. Either I heard what he said. I didn't take away as hard as you are that it's going to be a no. I actually thought maybe it's still 50-50 at this point. My question is if you do play him Sunday, do you want him to? I mean, obviously he's going to keep playing. Do you want him to have a game 4 days later, coming off that knee? I think that's probably the thing they're struggling with. Or you just wait until the game after the Rams, let him really heal up, that he can have that week rest between.
I don't think there's a chance in hell we see him on Sunday. I hope I'm wrong. I think we see him at the Rams, limited. I don't know who put that tweet out earlier, but I think they nailed it. Basically saying the same thing. This is a long ass season. We're 5-0. We already got the upper hand. And I think they're willing to risk a loss early with Hawkinson being able to be healthy down the stretch. So I'm not anticipating seeing him.
Well, if he doesn't play on Sunday, I'd be shocked if we see him on Thursday then. So I think it's going to probably be.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but the thing is, then we got the long.
You got a mini bye kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him a little bit. We'll see. It sucks. I was under the impression that there's no way in hell he wasn't playing. So the fact that he's not out there, not active already, is surprising. But why won't they have done it already?
I don't know.
There's no reason.
What goes into it?
Did we talk Cashman yet?
Well, I was going to tie that in with the entire depth chart or the injury report from today, but we can separate them out if you want.
Well, let's just talk about the injury. So TJ Hawkins seems like he's 20-80. Cashman is not playing. That sucks ass. That's the worst news we could ever possibly get. Blake Cashman is the heart and soul of the middle of this effing defense, and the fact that he's not out there, he's a run defense. Anybody that gets past the defensive line, Blake Cashman is there. And against the Lions, this is the worst game he could miss.
The timing is absolutely shit.
What's going on, buddy?
Hell yeah. This is the absolute worst that he can miss. He leads the team in tackles. He's in on so many big plays. Go back and watch the highlights of an interception. There's a good chance Blake Cashman was either pressuring the quarterback or hitting the quarterback's arm. That's how good he's been. Losing him against a team like the Lions is definitely a worst case scenario. I guess the silver lining is when we saw Grugier-Hill step in for Ivan Pace, he was very good. Let's hope he can do the same when he's pushed into a position of filling for Blake Cashman.
Actually, pussing?
I said pushed in.
The difference is Grugier-Hill had Blake Cashman next to him. That's the big difference. When you put Ivan Pace next to Grugier-Hill, that's a big difference. Cashman can make people look good. That's a dick punch. That's huge.
Well, I also feel
you can't compare the two.
You can't. You're being able to root at Kumir Grugier-Hill there. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy balled out. So.
Well, I know, but that's because Blake Cashman was doing the dirty work.
I'm just saying, he made the tackles he had to make. He was good in coverage. He has a nose for the football, ends up in his arms. So don't write Camille Grugier-Hill off as a, film either.
I'm not. I just think Grugier-Hill is more of a nice little second fiddle dude to a absolute guy who's playing at one of the highest levels in the league at the middle linebacker position.
Mark Phil says, I think our linebackers will be okay. A-okay.
I hope so. But this is almost worse than Aaron Jones.
Well, then you wonder, will Josh Patella see some time inside? He can play
all over the place. Of course he will.
Curious what they'll do on that one. Let's go over the actual injury report here. So Cashman did not participate today with a toe. Caleb Evans
and with Cashman, just quick, they don't even think he's going to play against the Rams.
Yeah, they're saying it's a week-to-week thing.
The fact that Kevin O'Connell said, I don't think we have to put him on the IR is the biggest red flag you could get.
100%. Caleb Evans did not participate with a hip. That's fine. Patrick Jones did not participate with a shoulder today. That one was kind of
Caleb Evans on the injury report?
Yeah, they have to, I think, because he's still in the active 53. Pat Jones, where did this come from? Shoulder? Well, I don't remember hearing anything about that after the London game.
You think we'd be healthier after a bye, and we're worse.
It's the worst.
We're
Aaron
worse.
Jones Sr. Has the hamstring. He did not participate. Harrison Phillips, too, shoulder, did not participate. I don't know if Jones and Phillips just, rest, but to see them both on here was kind of shocking.
It doesn't sound like those guys are a concern not to play. Tim Voss has a thought, maybe a little too much tugging. So the biggest one, Cashman's going to be out. Hawkinson probably is going to be out. And then it comes down to Aaron Jones that some people, like I know some people in the know, the Vikings media were saying it's like 50-50 right now.
Yeah.
It all comes down to tomorrow to me. If he doesn't practice tomorrow, if it's a DNP, then he ain't playing.
No.
And that sucks ass.
It does. I mean, it's the worst. Hawkinson was officially limited. So was Reisner, Theo Jackson, Josh Oliver were both full.
Let's get one more member. We need a third member to do the spin the wheel later. And remember, every super chat will be in the mix for a Will Reichard jersey from now until the end of the month. So it can be as little as 99 cents.
Hell yes. And we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the wheel for the trivia tonight. So thank you everybody for that. I almost fell for Michael Boswell just flashing out his length of his membership.
Girth, as they say.
Girth as well. Let's hop into the mailbag. We got a few of these, and a few of them are similar. So I'm actually going to look at this and put them together. So basically, the first two are about trading. Tanner Mahorn 4754 says, will the Vikings make another trade before the deadline? And Nakdog says, name one more trade you want to see the Vikings make before the trade deadline. So Vikings trade deadline, are they done? Is there more to come? What do you think, Wumbar?
Yeah, I think I actually don't think they're done. Like I think it's funny because Spielman like Miyagi'd us into so much like it's all about keeping the draft picks. It's never so we've like tricked ourselves into thinking like none of this stuff is possible. Kwesi's such the opposite. It's not even funny. Like I don't think he gives two shits. Everybody keeps saying every time we put a video out or do a comment about like maybe doing this trade, doing that trade, they're like, oh well, then we won't have any draft picks. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares one damn bit. So if Jeffrey Sim, if somebody got like that comes into play for a first round pick, I don't think he thinks twice. I don't think he cares one bit. I don't think they're done.
I think if they make another move, it will be a splashy one, like a big one, like the Jeffrey Simmons trade.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing any more Cam Akers type shit.
No,
if they do one, it's a big one.
The only thing with the Cam Akers trade I thought was a little bit telling was like, did they just go after him because he was the only one that was really available, or was he the only one they can get without giving up 2025 draft capital? That's what I was kind of asking myself. Like, did that factor in? Is this kind of showing that he does want to keep the draft picks this year? So I don't know. I haven't really decided inside my heart, but that did come to mind when I saw the compensation for Cam Akers.
Yeah, I don't think it matters at all. I mean, I think the Texans are basically like, this dude ain't going to play anymore. Let's just swap a 6th and a 7th. You guys don't have any picks next year. Do it the year after. Do it in 2048. We don't care. Take him. Goodbye.
Hope I'm still alive for that draft.
2048? No. I will set a real nice bouquet of tulips next to your grave every draft day.
Wow. We should take bets who's going to die first.
You for sure. Guaranteed.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're so unhealthy.
No, I'm actually pretty healthy.
Just kidding.
Let's go to Davey Chains. He says now, actually, these two are similar as well, and it comes from Davey Chains and Matamidai, two guys who I know have had a tickle fight before.
Tickle fight under blankies?
Under blankies, topless. Basically, it's about Cam Akers as insurance. Do you think we go? I guess that was the trade one. Matamidai is asking about how active Cam Akers will be involved in the offense and how early.
Boz Daddy, we win this weekend. We go all in for this team. That's a good. I saw that earlier too. I don't know if it was a legit source or a legit quote, but basically, if the Vikings win, they're more apt to be like, just screw it, we're all in, like in going for one of those big boys. So that's a good point, Boz.
Don't you mean win?
That's what I said.
Oh. All right. So what do you think? Do you think how active will Cam Akers be in the offense? Actually be?
I would say Cam Akers should get 10 touches this weekend. Minimum. And hopefully 4 of those are catches. And we'll see what, ride the hot hand.
Is that with a fully Aaron Jones active or a partial Aaron Jones or no Aaron Jones?
If Aaron Jones is active, Cam Akers, I don't care.
But there's active, then there's active and actually being like.
I know. I'm just saying if Aaron Jones is active, I think Cam Akers actually should be that running back too. 100%. If Aaron Jones is inactive and Cam Akers maybe gets a couple touches, if Aaron Jones is not active, I want Cam Akers to be damn near 50-50 split.
Do you think there was a couple touches during that tickle fight between Montemita and David Chains?
Yeah, a lot of giggles. It was fun. It was a good time.
So T-Bass asks, let's talk about adding Patrick Peterson, ? What do you guys think about giving Fabian Moreau playing time? I still think he's a diamond in the rough, says T-Bass.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, Fabian Moreau, I want to see him activated, to be honest, because that means less of Caleb Evans, whether that's special teams or, fifth cornerback. I don't care. I'd rather see Fabian Moreau out there than a Caleb Evans.
Yeah, but when it comes to Patrick Peterson or Fabian Moreau, Peterson's past his prime. He can still play. He's not this all-pro by any means, but he's not a liability. And Moreau just hasn't had a chance. Moreau, he looked good in preseason. He's had a decent career. If you get down to that, I don't think it really matters that much. Peterson is just more the sexy, fun signing. Hey, he's back. He's awesome. He's 34. Let's get this dude a ring. Moreau is just underdog story, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't care, because if we signed Patrick Peterson, it would be pretty much for free.
I think either way, it means that Caleb Evans has been demoted, and that's what we all want to see.
That's all we want to see. Caleb Evans, regardless, is not going to see the field. Moreau would be active on game days if somebody got hurt over a Caleb Evans, I think.
All right, let's talk with the Lions. They're 4-1. They just beat the Cowboys 47-9. They're third in rushing this year.
Shit out of them.
They're third in rushing yards allowed on defense, fourth in passing yards, but there's a weakness. They're 27th in passing yards alone with 246. You can still throw on these Lions.
Yeah, but a lot of the times, they're getting their asses kicked, they're kicking the shit out of them. It's kind of like the Vikings. When you look at the passing yards the Vikings give up, a lot of it's garbage time yards. Yeah. So I don't put too much into that at all.
I don't know. So let's stick with the Lions. So maybe let's see in the comments. Maybe a fair player, fair moment. Vikings Lions, long and storied history between these two teams. Maybe give a fair player moment.
More long.
I mean, when I think of Lions Vikings, I think Thanksgiving. I feel like they play on Thanksgiving a lot of times, so that that's the vibe I get right off the bat.
I picture Scott Mitchell just having a horrible Scott Mitchell, Charlie Batch. These just horrible quarterbacks having a bad game.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some good players though.
Oh yeah, Lions have had some ballers. They've had some ballers. I'm gonna grab a beer.
All right. So we got another new member, Randy Nelson, JT93 sacking Stafford 9 times. That was nuts. Boswell, Captain Kirk Cousins had some great games against the Lions. Skull TYA, of course, he's the historian. He knows the Vikings lead the series 80-43-2. Bob, maybe potentially. Viking Funerals welcoming their newest member, Randy Nelson. Rodney Pete out there. Hell yes. Welcome, Randy, says that they'll be under. A guy named Randy. If your name is Randy, you like the party. No doubt about that. Chad H. also welcoming Randy as a member of the show. We got a new member. Randy Nelson is here. Rugged Randy Nelson.
Actually,
I'm wrong. They call him Raw Dog Randy Nelson.
No, they don't. It's just Randy. Randy, welcome, sir. That's our third one.
Yeah.
Do a giveaway. Any other new members? Hit that link. We'll do another one. Boom.
I'm going to go to an obvious Vikings in line. I'm going to go memory here. And Dan Orlovsky running the back of the end zone, the safety. And I actually think we needed it. Maybe I'm wrong, but didn't we need those 2 points to win that game? That was one. I think the Lions were 0 whatever. It was very gross, very close game. That was hilarious, and you see it all the time. And I love seeing everything. I will watch that clip over and over again. Jared Allen just starts celebrating as he's chasing him.
Your question was favorite Lion or moment?
Moment, yeah, whatever. Could be whatever you want to bring up.
When it comes to Lions, I'm a one-trick pony. It's always Herman Moore is my favorite Lion of all time. So,
a lot of meat eyes on that wheel. Just hell yeah.
Hold on, I was updating the. So we got Randy, FT, Matty Man, and Timothy as new members. We got Dusty Ray, Gare Bear, Harmsy, FW Ender, Boswell, and Mata Meadeye in for the trivia. And also they're included in for the Will Riker jersey giveaway. Boom.
Damn. What a night they're having themselves.
Oh,
what a night. Let's go out with
December back in 63.
Whether you're want to admit or not, I mean, the Lions are a damn good football team this year, and there's concerns with this team when they come here on both sides of the ball. Let's start on offense. What are some things with this Lions offense that we find very, very concerning?
Can we just say the running game and move on? Because I mean, we don't have to go into it. Why? It's just easy. I mean, it's the running game. They have one of the best running games in the league.
Well, and the
offensive line,
they will pound you. Like Micro Mike said, they'll run the football on 3rd and 12. They don't give a shit. So yeah, and David Montgomery has been a Viking killer in his career. Jahmyr Gibbs is explosive. Huge concern.
The running game.
It is. It's crazy. But then you also have to look at the offensive, when they're passing the ball. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Jameson Williams is kind of figuring it out. Tim Patrick's there. I mean, they got weapons every facet of this offense. Their O-line is very good. There's a reason why this team is 4-1 and considered to be an NFC favorite because they're just stacked.
Yeah, but they haven't faced a defense like the Vikings. They haven't faced a Brian Flores defense like this. Like if we can get to Goff immediately, I mean, it comes down to if they get up early. If they get up early and are running the ball, there's going to be serious concern there. We got to score. We got to score right out of the gates. Because we need to be able to bring the house against Goff. Because if they're just running the ball, I mean, the Vikings rank very highly against the rush, but we haven't been overly battle tested in that area, and this will be a very big test.
Yeah, and Goff stats against the blitz are not good. He does, 100% does. So let's go to the defensive side of the football.
Hold on. Defense. Yes.
This Lions defense. I mean, they're no slouch either. A team that's really getting after it. Yes, Aiden Hutchinson has broke his leg. He's lost, but they're still very good players. I never loved this defense. What concerns you the most? The Lions are out there trying to stop the Sam Darnold-led Vikings offense that may or may not have Aaron Jones and may or may not have TJ Hawkinson.
How many likes we up to? We get over 75 likes?
I'm refreshing.
Hit that like button. If you're watching, hit that like button.
I'm showing 58.
Oh, my God. 58. That was Nick Rogers. Nick Rogers was 58. Defensively, I got to give love to their secondary, like how much they have improved. Brian Branch, he had like 3 turnovers last week. The dude is all over the place. Kirby Joseph, as much as Vikings fans do not like him, really nobody likes Kirby Joseph. The dude is he makes plays. He makes plays whether they're clean or not. He's making plays. Carlton Davis, their secondary, as much as I don't want to admit it and I hate it, has gotten much better.
It is better, but I mean, they are giving up a shit ton of yards through the air. Again, is that garbage time or not? But still, that's what the tell is. You have to attack it.
Yeah, but I don't want garbage time yards.
But I mean, you tested out earlier. If they're showing weakness at some point, maybe there's cracks in the armor that aren't showing themselves earlier. But I also think there's still pass rush there without Aiden Hutchinson. And I know Liam McNeil is a beast on the inside. That's where teams are feasting against us. So I think he's going to have a couple good moments this Sunday for sure. So again, even with Aiden Hutchinson out, Sam Darnold's going to face a ton of pressure. Yeah.
I mean, the Hutchinson thing is, as much as we don't want to pile on and enjoy an injury, like that's going to be both Dion and Micro Mike are kind of pushing it to the side, but that's big time. I mean, the dude had 7.5 sacks already. He's an absolute menace.
Yep.
You take him out of the equation, it's a big deal.
Yeah, we don't like to see it, but you cannot deny it's a huge advantage.
Maybe James Houston will light it up.
I mean, he might. He might. 100%. He might. All right. So Vikings keys to winning. What are some keys to winning for the Vikings to come out and be 6-0 when we go live post game?
Let's see it in the comments. What are the keys? We're up to 65 likes. Just a Super Bowl. Vike has a good question. Do you think the 49ers or Texans are better than the Lions? I don't.
No, I think the Lions, you talk about when you play a team, sometimes it's more important than who you play. And the Lions are humming right now. Like, this is probably the worst time you can play the Lions. But again, sometimes the teams, after a huge, beat up of another team, have a setback too. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that they dominated the Cowboys last week.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming off of 2 dominating wins back to back. The Lions are hot. They're red hot, but they're the best team. Lions, TYA is in the house. His Lions have lost to the only good team they've played. You guys are acting. I know, but when you beat, I don't care if it's the Cowboys or the local high school team. When you beat somebody that bad, you gotta give some credit to that. And the Seahawks the week before, it's like putting up 40-point games back to back. They're not just beating them; they're killing them.
Well, in school today, you can't say only good team when Seahawks were like 4-1 when the Lions beat them, or maybe they're undefeated. I can't remember, but yeah, it's a good team. Like, we're respected the Texans, we respected the 49ers, and we're going to respect the Detroit Lions because they're a damn good football team who are playing at a high level right now.
And you got to take into consideration the guys that probably aren't going to be playing for the Vikings on Sunday. Cashman, Aaron Jones, TJ Hawkins. I mean, those are some big names.
Yeah. I mean, my keys to winning are basically just, we already said them. Like, you got to stop the run on defense. You got to pressure Jared Goff. Like, you pressure him, he's going to make mistakes. He's going to throw the ball to the wrong color. Then offensively, you have to attack the secondary. Justin Jefferson, last 3 games against the Lions, averaged 7.8 receptions, 134 yards, and half a touchdown. So he's been a Lion killer as of late.
Have you seen his stat line his whole career?
I went last 3 games.
Lions, look at all of them. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
the dude put up 200 plus. Like, the average, what he averages against the Lions is insane. He is a Lion killer, and he's going to do it again on Sunday.
Yeah, so I use that and attack it. And Sam Darnold, I mean, fling the football. Terry Arnold, super grabby. You got like 10 penalties against the Jets when they're grabby. Attack that young guy too. Draw some flags.
Yeah, for me, it's all about we have to score first. We have to get up. We cannot let them get up on us and just continue to run the ball. And it's all about turnovers. It's cliche to say, but you have to win the turnover battle. We have to force when the Lions lost to the Bucks, Goff had 2 picks, 0 touchdowns. Like, we have to get turnovers, have the ball, win the time of possession. They cannot have the ball. We have to have it. That's it.
100%. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Let's put in 2 X factors here. Number 1, remember when Najee was on here a couple weeks ago? What did he say? They asked about, what do you feel with the Packers? He's like, I don't care about the Packers. The Lions. And he said, we don't like them. So I do think there's some bad blood here. Like, there could be some emotions, or that means there's, a little scuffle after a play. He draws a flag. I think the Vikings now, the Lions might be their true number 1 rival. And this game might mean more to these players than as far as, us as fans, when the Packers come to town. So that has to be factored in. And this crowd at US Bank Stadium, the Texans, how many, false starts did Laramie Tunsil have in that game?
10.
It's going to be a huge factor
30.
having this crowd being ape shit crazy. I know that first game against the Niners, they did whatever they could do to keep it hot in there. Maybe they'll figure out something else as well. But that crowd noise was a huge factor, and I expect it to be again on Sunday.
Yeah. If there's a bunch of blue in that stadium, it's going to be very depressing. I don't expect it. No. I think we're going to come out tons of purple. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, Ashley, we need to score first, keep it going, not sit back, relax. We didn't even really talk about Sam Darnold. Like, Sam Darnold needs to bounce back and have a good game. He doesn't need to throw for 350 yards and 4 scores by any means, but like, he needs to do is like 225, 2 touchdowns. Beautiful.
Run for 12.
We got to get the running game going. We whether it's Ty Chandler, Cam Akers, Myles Gaskin, whoever it might be running the ball, we have to be doing that as well. So a lot of factors go into this. It's going to be a damn good game. Mm-hmm. It's going to be too close for comfort. I'm going to be nervous. Anxiety will be high. A lot of beers will be drinking.
I think he nailed it. Yeah, and
Slurp.
what Mike said, this would be a clincher. We'll be clinching all of our orifices shut
Focus
because
this.
this would be so damn tense. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the tickets for this game were outrageous. Like it looked like a Taylor Swift concert.
No, they were very, very spendy and worth it. I hope it's a good game. I hope we don't kick the Lions' ass by more than 30 because that wouldn't be a fun game to watch.
It'll be for me. I'll be 100% fine with that. It'll be very make you feel good. Make you feel good. So it's almost time for Vikings Lions tribute, the big bow on this edition of Horned Up. So this is your last call to get on the wheel for whether it's One Bar Lupagus swag, maybe a gift card to one of our sponsors. Let us know when you email onebarlupagus@gmail.com. Win or lose, we will spin that wheel. For this, also, you'll be on a wheel if you're a new member tonight, and any super chat will get you on the wheel for the Will Record jersey at the end of the month.
Yes, so far for the super chats, tonight we have Dusty Ray, Gary Bear, FW Ender Harms, and Boswell. And then for the new members, we got Randy, FT Matty Man, and Timothy. So still a chance for any new members or super chat. But Vikings Lions trivia.
Mm-hmm. At least you know the category this week. Last week you had no idea.
I mean, that's what it's been every week when we've played a team. So I would assume my assumption is correct.
It is correct. It is correct. All right. I don't think any late super chats are coming in. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. So
remember,
5 points.
There's 5 in a bonus question. So a total of 12. We'll say you get 6.
CYA got in right at the last second.
Yeah.
I'm coming off of a loss. So last week you said 6. So I would keep it at the 5.
Yeah, but you don't know the questions yet. The last one's basically.
So without multiple choice, it's 2 points. With multiple choice, I get 1, and you have 6 questions, correct?
Yep. You gotta get 6 or higher to win.
All right.
All right, here we go. All right, Ashley got one in. Let's get the 6-0 this week. Hell yeah, let's get the 6-0. All right, here we go. Question number 1. The Vikings running this Vikings running back had 18 career rushing touchdowns with the purple, and he finished his career with the Lions when he was released on Final Cut Day in 2017.
Jesus. Released by the Vikings?
He was released by the Lions.
And he had 18 Viking touchdowns?
18 career rushing touchdowns for the Vikings.
God, this is embarrassing. I have no clue.
Well, you better go to multiple choice then.
It's not Amir Abdullah. You didn't have 18 rushing touchdowns, strictly rushing.
Mm-hmm.
In 2017? Is that what you said?
That's when he was cut by the Lions.
Go to the multiple choice.
All right, was it A, Toby Gerhart, B, Chester Taylor, C, Adrian Peterson, or D, Matt Asiata?
I think it's Asiata. Final answer.
It is. It was Matt Asiata.
Weird. I didn't
never played for the Lions, but he was on their team when he was released.
All right. I got 1 point. Game on.
Yeah, 1 point. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. You need 5 more. You need 5 more. All right. So question number 2. The last time the Vikings beat the Lions was at home in week 3 of the 2022 season. 3 tight ends had multiple receptions in that game. Irv Smith and Johnny Munt were 2 of them. Who was the third?
What year?
2022.
Johnny Munt and Irv Smith.
Did it. Norman Henry just dropped a 5-spot super chat.
Who did?
Norman Henry.
Norman, thank you. I can't cheat. I'm not looking at the comments. I can't see you, but he's in. 2022. It had what? 2 receptions?
They had 2 or more receptions that game.
I can't even imagine who our tight ends would have been right there. Who the other one would have been. Because I think Conklin was already gone. 2022. He had to have been gone. I can't think of just some gross ass weird like Ben Sims, like some weird. All right, multiple choice. Go.
Was it A, Tyler Conklin, B, Ben Ellefson, C, Zach Davidson, D, Brandon Dillon?
Oh God, that doesn't help at all. Conklin must have been God. I don't think it's Conklin. I feel like he's been gone for. Zach Davidson that dude didn't catch shit. Brandon Dillon. And who's the other one?
Ben Ellison.
Fuck it. Ben Ellison. Final answer.
Ben Ellison is correct. He had 2 catches that game.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got
All
2
right,
points.
I got 2 points.
You got 4 questions left. I mean, it's looking pretty good. You can still get 8 more points total.
All right, let's go.
Which Detroit
Who
Lions?
who do I need to add to the wheel?
I think Norman Henry.
New member or
He is he's on the trivia wheel.
All right, let's go.
All right. Question 3. Which Detroit Lions receiver had this career stat line against the Minnesota Vikings?
Ugh.
He played in 12 games, 51 receptions, 966 yards, and 4 touchdowns against the Vikings.
Is there any sort of year?
No, I was going to give that out.
12 games?
12 games against the Vikings.
That's 6
That's
years.
the only clue I'm giving you.
Is that counting playoff games? Lions don't make the playoffs. So 6 years. Calvin Johnson didn't play a ton. Herman Moore. Johnny Morton. I feel like Calvin Johnson
might be Brendan Perriman.
Tim
we just got a new member, Tim Lindsay.
Tim, welcome, man. I feel like all the guys I just mentioned are going to be in multiple choice anyways, but I'll just Calvin Johnson had to have played more than 12 games against us. I'm just gonna say screw it. You know what? I'm getting weird. I'm going Johnny Morton.
You're going to see Johnny Morton. No,
hold on. He didn't give multiple choice.
It was Herman Moore.
Really? Herman Moore only played 12 games against the Vikings?
I went Herman Moore in a question because I know how much you love him.
Damn it. All right, who's the new member?
Tim Lindsay, spelled like Philip Lindsay, the running back for the Broncos and I believe Texans after that.
God. All right. Like, what do I got? Only 2 points?
You have 2 points, but you can still get 6 more.
All right, let's go.
All right, question number 4. The Vikings and Lions made a draft day trade back in 2010. And the Vikings moved out of the first round. Who did the Lions select the 30th overall pick that was received from the Vikings in that deal?
Oh, I know this. In what year?
2010.
Because we took Chris Cook.
Oh, God, why did we do that?
And I believe the Lions took somebody that we wanted.
Harms has the right position. He just doesn't know who it is.
No.
Loomis Grin thinks it might be Large March.
I have a guess. I'm not going to say it. I think I know who it is. But I'm not going to say it. I need multiple choice, but I'm almost positive I know who it is.
All right. Is it A, Ryan Broyles?
No.
B, Brandon Pettigrew?
Nope.
C, Javed Best?
Yep. C, done. Final answer. Best. Done.
It was Javed Best. You got 3 points.
I should have said it.
That's who you're thinking?
Yes.
All right. It was
Javed
Best.
That dude had some games too. His injuries, he would have been fantastic. His injuries.
Was he from Cal? I think he was from Cal, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I wish the Vikings would have stood there and just took him.
Why the hell do you trade? Why do you trade with the Lions to give them a potential? Just start running back for the next
drafting running back with your second pick. I know it made no sense. All right, we got 2 questions left. You can
we
still
didn't
get
take
4
Chris
points.
Cook that year.
We did. We took Chris Cook. Then we also had another second round pick. We took Toby Gerhardt.
All
right.
How many questions left?
2, and
I need 2 points.
You need 2. You need 3 points.
I got 3 points right now.
Yeah, you need 6 today.
God, the way you're jacking this up is BS.
No, I said.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
See why in the end. All right, linebacker Chris Claiborne played for both the Vikings and the Lions, but what NFC team did he finish his career with in 2006?
Oh, this is weird. I want to say the Falcons for some reason. Chris Claiborne. What a signing. God, I love that signing. Well, I don't know. Chris Claiborne, hold on. Man, I'd be guessing. We gotta do multiple choice.
That's fine because you can still get your 3 points. Was it A, the St. Louis Rams, B, Green Bay Packers,
Nope,
C, Tampa Bay Bucks, or the D, New York Giants?
No. I think it's I probably should have knew this one. I think it's the Rams. The choices you gave were just not great. I think it's the Rams.
Well, he was a Ram. He did not finish his career with them. He finished his career with the New York Giants.
Giants, shit. All right, that's it. I lost. It's over.
You lost, but we got a bonus question just so you can end on a good note.
Giants, really?
Yeah. Yep. He was with the Rams the year before.
Yeah,
all right.
He was definitely a Ram.
Bonus question. Speaking of Chris Claiborne, when the Vikings signed him in 2003, what did One Bar say he was going to do to my front yard?
I was going to shit in your front yard. I remember that. I called you from work. That's when I went to work very early. I think I called you damn near at like 5:30 in the morning to tell you that we signed Chris Claiborne and I was going to shit in your yard. Yeah.
Was it shit? I couldn't remember if it was shit or hump. I was going back and forth.
No, it was. I was going to take I was going to have a full ball movement in your yard. I was so excited. That was one of the big names floated around the Vikings that offseason. And damn it, we got him. It didn't pan out, but we got him. Yeah, it was definitely
we did get him. Poopy. Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember what it was. So that was the freebie because you were going to get that right no matter what you said because
I remember that like it was damn yesterday. God, what a day. Out of all the free agent signings the Vikings have ever had, like the Fred Smoots, the Bernard Berriens, the Antoine Winfield, like Chris Claiborne is still weirdly one of the number one guys I ever wanted out of the Lions.
Yeah, and it's coming off of the free agency prior. I think our big signings were like Kenny Mixon and Lorenzo Alexander. So like we finally got
Lorenzo Booker, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a running back.
Lorenzo, we had them both.
Kenny Mixon, and what was the other dude from the Dolphins? Lorenzo what?
Alexander, wasn't it?
Lorenzo.
Oh, Cornell? Crevel? It was something like that, wasn't it?
Lorenzo Bromell.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, we got some stuff to give away. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
So first off, new members. So winners, you need to email us onebarlupicus@gmail.com. Let me do this one first. So these are all of our beautiful new members, which we greatly appreciate. 4 new members is fantastic. Here we go. All right, Timothy, you, sir, are the winner. Email us onebarlupicus@gmail.com. We'll hook you up. Let's go to let's go to the super chats. Wham, bam.
Hold on for one moment.
All right, everybody here as well is in the Will Reichard drawing. You ready?
Lucky. All right. Nervous.
TYA has got like 15 things coming to him right now.
Wow.
TYA, you might want to take us up on the a sponsor.
Maybe a sponsor,
maybe some jerky or some mini grown gummies, whatever. But hit us up. We appreciate everybody as always. There was a good question here. Which 2 teams did Dante Culpepper play for after the Vikings? Easy one for you. Lions and the Dolphins. All right.
He was a Raider, too.
Yeah. All right.
Wasn't he a Seahawk for a minute?
There might have been a weird one at the end. I think you're right.
Yeah.
TYA wants that jerky. It's good. It's good.
Uh-oh. Hey, you know what, Mommy Day? We'll put you on twice next week.
Hold on. We got to do Matamita is one of our OGs. We got to do him justice. So TYA, you still won.
This is
you ready?
Bullshit.
No, this is fair. You ready?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Who's gonna get it? He still didn't get it.
Hey, Matamita, well done. You sent us an email. We're gonna hook you up. Matamita. That's my bad. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
nailed
he's
it.
so mad. He is so
Nailed it.
upset. So again, huge game this week. Vikings Lions. It should be a good one for dominance in the NFC North, maybe even in the NFC. This game is gonna be fun. You got Brian Flores' defensive mind going against Brian. I want to say Ben Johnson's offensive mind. Two guys who are going to probably be head coaches again someday. This should be everything we're expecting it to be.
Matamidai, TYA, Timothy, hit us up. Here's my only concern. Like, if for some reason, and I'm not going to be negative, if the Vikings just, or if the Lions continue their role where they just, like, if we get blown out, nobody's jumping off the Vikings train.
No, right? No.
Like, we'll see how we get blown out if that happens. But like I don't want to see any of that BS. Like, the Lions are a very, very, very good team. I think the Vikings are going to win.
Well, I think, just with the Vikings being off, people are forgetting a little bit how good the Vikings actually are this year, how they dominated so many games, and really truly deserve to be 5-0. So I think we'll remind everybody very quick in this one as well.
Yeah, I will not be a Debbie Downer. I will not be upset. The only reason I'll be upset is if it's close and we lose at the very last second, and emotions will be running high, and I'm just going to get shit-faced to drown them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be enjoyable to a point. It'd be a good consolation prize if we don't win the game. But we're going to win the game.
I just get wasted. As always, thank you to Top to Tater. Get your butts over to the store. Get you some Top Tater, especially for Sunday. Big matchup. You'd be silly if you don't. One of the best damn dips in the world. We appreciate everybody, all the new members, all the super chats, and we'll be live during the game. Let's go.
Absolutely. And guys, remember this: the average swing of a female baboon's bottom when she's ready to mate is between 4 and 6.5 inches.
It's accurate.